things are progressing quickly, guys. A lot quicker than you thought, right? Well, because like I said, I am praying to God. You don't have a 4th of July. I'm praying to God, right? Because I'm not going to sit here and watch you guys celebrate another Independence Day and freedom and no, that's not true. That's not real. That does not apply to every American. Lies. You know, it's your demonic cult's freedom to do whatever the fuck you want, including rape kids, traffic people, steal, murder, you know, do whatever, right? So, no, I'm praying to God that you do not have another 4th of July, right? And only God, you know, controls the day and the time and the hour, right? Not me. But every minute of every day, I'm just like, please, God, I'm not going to sit here and watch them have another spectacle holiday, you know, of like what? For what reason? To celebrate what? Right? No, I'm tired. I'm tired of everybody. I'm tired of everything, you know, like I'm just done. So as I'm watching, you know, God is really answering my prayers, you know, and I'm grateful for that. It looks like we've got a big fucking monster, like hurricane thing, whatever they're calling it, like a tropical depression, and it's like, it's big, it's bad. It headed straight to like New Orleans, Texas, which by Houston, by NOLA, they both need to be cleansed. Those places are both so demonic. I have a lot of haters in NOLA, a lot because of my business, and because of the type of magic that I was doing. Oh my God, well, I'm the only one that can actually do the American root magic. They can't. I'm the only one that has the actual secrets and knows how, and well, not just knows how to do it. I'm the only one authorized to do it by my godfather, Elegua, and my cat, Lilo. So, anyway, and they know that. So I had a bunch of fucking witches and warlocks and just demons in New Orleans trying to fucking come for my ass with magic and shit. Like, bitch, who the fuck are you coming for? It's backfiring. All of it. So, yeah. Oh, I just had a death card. Yeah. So anyway, apparently, this is what God is saying. There's going to be a lot of death in New Orleans, in Texas. Yeah. In the next few days, bitch. And that's not all. That's not all. Oh, it's not all. You know? I saw something else about Florida, and then also the Midwest is having, the whole East Coast is fucked. Right? Which is funny to me. It's funny to me. It's so hilarious. But yeah, I saw God is wiping out entire fucking communities, just splat. Yeah. And like I said, these people all thought they were going to have 80 more years as well. They all thought they were going to be partying for the 4th of July too. And they're not, because they're dead now. We see how it goes. Isn't that funny, guys, how that works? So anyway, so God is obviously not pleased with this whole setup and this whole scenario, and I don't understand clearly why I couldn't just have received a refund of my federal taxes and been released, right? They have released, remember the girl, Virginia Giuffre, which are never actually out of the trafficking ring, which is why when you see victims online and talking about their, you know, escape from the Epstein ring, it's all a lie, it's all fake. But in this scenario, it's just a little different. You know, there's a lot of differences here. I should have been refunded my federal taxes and released with my kid to go live a peaceful life somewhere else without, you know, everybody trying to kill me. And that didn't happen. It never happened, you know? And now we're at the end. We're at the very end, the tail end of this. And I said before, America, you're going first. You are going first. I don't care how you feel. I want you to think about how these children feel when you are raping them to death and throwing them in the meat grinder. I want you to put yourself in their shoes and then tell me how much sympathy I'm supposed to have for you. 0. So anyway, I'm laughing, right? What else is going on? Oh my God. So California is like, it's been like that, I know. It's funny because I think, I don't know why, like, I mean, everything is in divine timing. You know, God controls the timing, because that's going to be a lot of death, guys. I mean, you got to think, when California blows, we're looking at how many people live there? 50 million? And then probably, like I said, all neighboring states, bye, bitch. We don't know what that earthquake's going to do. That's a massive earthquake. The world has never seen an earthquake of that caliber before. Not in our recordable history. So, we have no fucking clue what's going to be like to lose the whole west coast of the United States, right? We're just going to have to find out. So that's funny, right? But the warnings are serious, and they're not just coming from me. They're coming from experts, you know? Experts, like real experts that know what they're talking about, and that's where I'm getting my information, because I don't trust the federal government. I don't know if you guys, like, I know you guys love the feds, and you just think, oh my God, the feds are so awesome, and the feds are in my sex cult, so they definitely have my back, but they definitely don't. I could have told you that, right? I could have told you. Actually, I did tell you that. Like, I have been telling you that on the internet for 3 years, right? To my own detriment. I've been trying to warn you guys, and nobody listened to me, and nobody cared, and nobody tried to fucking kill me, you know, plotting on my life, throwing me to the streets like trash, banning me from your fucking beast system, which I don't want anything to do with anyway, but it's just, you know, ungodly. It's so disgusting. I hate America. Like, I can't, when I think about how stupid it was of me to, like, go, this is the first time I've put myself in harm's way for you, America, by any means, you know? Like I said, I've done a lot for you behind the scenes. A lot more than anybody realizes, you know? And it's not just even Afghanistan either. I stood up to corruption. I stood up to really powerful people that could have had my head put in a jar, you know, and told them no. Like, no, this is wrong, this is illegal, you know what I mean? I always stood my ground for you, America, for the best interest of your economy, your businesses, your communities, your homes, your lives, right? And like I said, I ended up having to leave my career back in the day, back in 2019, because I was like, wow, these lawyers just feel like they can do whatever the fuck they want. Like, why would that come into their head that they're just allowed to do that? You know, and now I know why. But at the time, I was extremely confused. I was like, wow, what a fucking narcissistic fucking power trip, you know, these fucking lawyers are on. And yeah, that was what it was. But, you know, fuck them all. They're all dead now. They're all losing everything. Like I said, nobody goes to jail. Okay, great. That's perfect. That's the best plan. But guess what? Now you don't have fucking ground to stand on. Sinkhole Alley, here we come. It's so funny. Isn't it funny, guys? Isn't it funny? But no, a lot of people are dying. A lot. And from what I got, it's 60% of the population is going to go kind of almost like overnight. So like I said, there's no point in even putting this on the news when we lose like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, because you're just bots. You're just bots, right? You don't have independent thought. You're not actual humans. You don't have like feelings or anything like that. So why would anybody give a fuck about bots, right? Nobody does. That's the beauty of this. The bots don't give a fuck about themselves, and nobody in the world gives a fuck about the bots. You know what I mean? I'm the only dummy that tried to help a bunch of fucking dumb bots, you know? It's like, why would I do that? They're just bots. Like, you know how stupid I feel? Oh my God, that's stupido. Like, for real, real bad. So anyway, biggest because you know why? A fucking kid got kidnapped over this shit, man. God. You know, just to fucking go out here and find out that these bitches wanted to fucking die. Just to find out that they were sacrificing their own kids and their lives so that Elon Musk and Donald Trump and all the rest of the politicians and celebrities could live their best life. Why the fuck? If y'all would have just told me that shit, like, hey bitch, we're killing ourselves. We know what we're doing, right? I would have been like, oh, okay, right? I mean, actually, you know, your kids, I probably would have been like, nah, bitch, you're not actually allowed to do that to your kids. But, you know, had I known that the whole cult signed up for this and wanted to do this, it's like, God. But, you know, you fell in the grave you dug for me, you fucking dumb bitches. And yes, I'm talking to you, Your Honor. Yes, I'm talking to you, officer. You fucking dumb cunt. You're all dumb cunts to me. Every single one of you. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck if you're the president. You're a dumb fucking cunt to me, right? And that's all you're ever going to be is a dumb cunt. Because how do you let the corruption get to this point? Like, someone explain it. How? Right, where we're literally losing 60% of the global population right now? Like, what? Like, yeah, including you dumb cunt. It's so funny. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, you dumb cunts? It is. You have to admit. You have to admit that shit's funny. So anyway, it's like, you know, but again, I know you guys wanted this. So now it's like, I'm sitting here going, fuck you, right? Fuck you, right? For doing this to me and my kid and thinking you were going to sacrifice your kids and go off to fucking Mars and have a fucking butt fucking orgy with all your friends. Oh, right. Just like you did that to me and my kid as I was desperately trying to save your life. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's just funny all the way around to me. It's just funny all the way around to me. And then we got Hawaii. Boy, what's going on in Hawaii? And I saw they created like this like Hawaiian subspecies. They did it with everybody. They have the Mexicants, they have the pig people, they have the hyena people, the cockroach people, the monkey people. I don't know what they made the Hawaiian ones out of. But I saw like some news articles about these people, and I'm like, oh yeah, those are the, I don't know, I gotta think of a nickname for them, but they're the, you know, the Hawaiian subspecies. And so God's cleansing, you know, the planet, plus a bunch of white people went down there and claimed Hawaii as theirs, which that's not actually how that works. You know, it's not their island. So, and they'd have, you know, like there's a lot of spirits in Hawaii, just like in New Orleans and Savannah. Probably even Vegas has some. And they're so disrespectful to these spirits and the land. You know, like in Arizona, they were making a new Walmart, and they're digging and they find like an Indian burial ground, right? And instead of like doing anything, it's like actually a felony. So there's federal laws, right? You have to like follow because they're supposed to be sacred sites, kind of like Vegas, you know? And then instead of that, right, they go ahead and just, you know what I mean? They go ahead and put that casino right on top of an ancient Indian burial ground. Like, that's just such a good omen. Isn't it great? And it's like, you wonder why you're cursed. You wonder why, you know? Like, dope, you know? But Hawaii's the same way. They went down there. They went down there, and you know what they did, these white people, they'd be thinking they're gonna go everywhere, fucking just, oh, I colonized this land in the name of white people, right? I'm telling you, they pissed off the spirit of Hawaii. They pissed off Pele herself, and that girl is just, you know what I mean, she's spouting off, just like me, right? Because everybody's fucking pissed. Everybody's pissed. The spirits of New Orleans, the spirits of Savannah, boy, y'all fucking with some fucking hardcore shit. And again, because you're demonic, you guys think that every entity is gonna have your back, or that every entity is demonic. And that's what really kind of threw me with like hoodoo. It's not demonic at all. At all. And everybody's like, oh, I petition Oshun and Elegua and Shango, you know, and Obatala. And I'm like, you're not allowed to actually do that, right? Like, you don't have access to those Orisha, because the Orisha are of God, right? Those are like, they work for God. So, like, who told you you're allowed to petition Oshun, you know, and Oya and Yemaya? You're not actually allowed to do that. You have to, like, go through this whole, like, process and, like, be approved by Elegua himself. So, like, it's like I see these hoes, these ratchet-ass crackhead Walmart, Dollar Tree witches, you know, thinking that they know everything and doing all this spiritual stuff, right? Thinking, oh, I know what I'm doing. It's like, bitch, you don't know anything. Like, you don't know anything. That would be like kind of like casting like a death curse or some sort of black magic on like a earth angel, right? How stupid could you be, right? Because then you're gonna get the whole spiritual realm, and I'm talking the whole realm, right? Haunting your ass, your every fucking move. Your businesses will shut down. Your families will die. You will get in fucking car wrecks. You will run out of fucking, your whole town will run out of fucking water, bitch. Your fucking power will get cut off. Everything, bitch. Because you incite spiritual warfare, right? Because you don't know what you're doing. Because you're not spiritual. You don't have a soul. You just think you do, right? You think that you know, but when it actually comes down to it, you don't have a soul. So, like, how the fuck are you calling on deities and entities to do shit, bitch? So, anyway, Hawaii. What are those things called? The King's Tides? And they were out there in California playing around in them, right? And I look on Hawaii, 200, and how many was it? 250, 270 people had to be fucking rescued off of the beach in Honolulu. Because they're out there dicking around, surfing in the fucking King's Tides. I'm like, where do you think these King Tides are coming from? Jerks, right? Well, there's offshore earthquakes because all of those fucking volcanoes are erupting. And they're over here, like, treating it like a tourist attraction. Upcharging the hotels for people to come stay and look at the fucking volcano erupting. Okay, well, great. But do you understand that's very, very likely to be a death trap if it erupts fully? Black goes into the air, okay? How are you going to fly home? The planes can't fly, right? And that's not your only problem, right? But it's cool. Let these fucking minions. I'm sitting here watching them. It's like that depiction when you Google Lake of Fire and you see these people walking off the cliffs into the pit of fire. I never understood it. I'm like, I mean, I always thought it was like a metaphor, you know, like metaphorically doing that, like not realizing that they're doing something. But no, this is like the bots are programmed to physically be attracted like moths to a flame to death, you know, and they don't even give a fuck. And that's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. So anyway, I'm just ready for this to be over. I'm tired. I'm tired of sleeping outside. I'm tired of being on this journey. I failed, right? This was a failed mission for me of trying to save your lives. Okay, right? You're dead now, right? You win, cult. You win. You killed yourselves and your kids and all the animals. Congratulations, right? Congrats. I couldn't be more proud of you, right? But at the end of the day, why do I have to continue to sit here? You won. You won on that level. You won on stealing all of my money, my inheritances, my companies, all of that stuff. You got it. You spent it. You destroyed it. You won. I can't take it back. I mean, there's nothing, not that it would ever be offered to me, my stolen fucking stuff, right? I don't want it. What am I going to do with it? What would I be doing with that? Nothing. There's nothing to do. It's the end of the world. It's all going in the trash. Every bit of it. Right? Because it's trash. That's what they did. They stole everything and made it into trash. So, anyway, yeah, it's just like, I mean, look, I'm telling you, you're going to get some news here from my friend Brett. It's coming. Because he's the other witness from the Bible. We're the two witnesses. We're going to be telling you about the federal government and the frat boys and the frat girls and the celebrities. But Brett, because he's an FBI agent, he has a lot more information than me. But the world needs to know about really what happened here in America with all of you, right? And your fucking stupid satanic cult, right? Yeah. And you can try to prevent that all you want, but bitch, there's 8 billion people on the planet. There's 8 billion people, and some people have decided that people have a right to know that they're about to die, right? You guys may not care. You already know, right? I can't be more clear to you, right? The signs are all there that your death is imminent, right? But there's some people in the world that don't have access like this to like YouTube and, you know, like the full gamut of access that you motherfuckers have access to, right? They don't have that like you, right? So they need to know. They have a right to know. Think about people in like the Middle East, Asia, you know, other places where it's kind of like locked down, you know what I mean? Where they don't have YouTube. Some countries, they don't have YouTube at all, you know? So everybody needs to know. They have a right to know what you guys have done, America, and then you're going to die first. That's fair. That's what you wanted, and that's fair, right? For killing everybody on Earth, right? That's fair. That's fair. Losers, right? God said, just wait, bitch. Just wait, Becky. Just wait. Oh, you better be scared, bitch. You're going to be begging. You're going to be begging. You're going to be begging, Becky. Yeah, God's going to break your fucking heart, bitch. God is going to break your fucking heart, bitch, because everything you sold your soul for is going bye-bye. It's going bye-bye. You're losing everything. Congratulations, bitch, and then you're fucking dead. And then you're fucking dead, right? So the faster you want that to go ahead and happen, just keep doing this, guys. Because we're on choo-choo, we're on the fast train to hell. Yep. It's the fast train to Hades, and I'll meet you at the station. God, it's just like these cards keep coming out. Yeah. So anyway, keep doing this, guys. Keep it up. But just remember, there's 8 billion people on this planet, right? You're nothing but a speck of ducks, a cockroach, right? A nobody, right? A loser. Right? Who thought that, oh, I'm a narcissist, so I think I'm powerful. I think I'm God. You're not. That's a news flash for you. Right? Bitch. Anyway, I would suggest, you know, again, I'm not going to fucking suggest shit. Right? I'm just going to channel my poo shiesty, right? Right? Yeah, we're going to get it back in blood. That's how it's going to go down. That's how it's going to go down. That's how. It is. Watch.